Sam. He went, I'm just showing my hospitality or something like that. He used some word, I can't remember what word it was, but he used some word. He went, I'm just showing, another word, just saying, just show me respect, because I've got my job on the servery, which meant he was out of his cell all day. And what's her name? Yeah, he ended up on the wing with me, and me and Frenchy were serving the food for a long time, for probably about 6 months on the wing. I was obviously grafting on the wing, and then the security on Christmas Eve come to my cell, searched my cell and found 2 mobile phones and put me in solitary confinement on Christmas Eve with 2 mobile phones. I was gutted. Yeah, that was when Frenchy was in. That was when Frenchy was actually stitched up. He was stitched up on mad charges, and it turned out to be a lie. As much as me and Frenchy fell out, I wouldn't just sit here and just slag him off and like say, oh yeah, but he did actually genuinely get stitched up by some woman. Some woman made false allegations against him, and that's what he was on remand for at the time. But it turned out to be lies. And he'd given his due, he fronted it with everyone. He was like, yeah, this is what I'm in for, and I'm innocent. So if you've got a problem, then deal with it. And he went on every wing, and he didn't have a problem besides when that little baghead, someone had paid a little smackhead to hit him over the head of a table leg and run away. Yeah, that's what happened with Frenchy there. And then, like, but there's no, to be honest with you, like even in Fingy, like when he was on that charge. In fact, oh my God, we've been in a block in Walton Jail as well. In Walton Jail, you can actually confirm this as well. We have been in solitary confinement in Walton Jail. People were shouting at him through the door, and then we ended up in solitary confinement together. We've obviously been in the jail in Walton together as well. We fell out a little bit over there, but I'm talking about solitary confinement. This is what we're going to focus on. So he was on the wing, and people shouting out the door. Another way you get these clowns on social media, and on social media, behind the cell doors, go, Stephen French, you grass, and all that shite. That's what they're all shouting to him. Do you know what he done? I wasn't on the wing at the time, my mate was. My mate didn't actually have a problem with Frenchy, but he was just stood there fucking enjoying the show, what he was seeing. When the officers have opened everyone's door, Frenchy's come out with his hair clipper, no, his beard trimmer, no, like the thing that trimmers to shave your hair, and like he's just stood there. He went, if anyone's got a problem, you know where I am. He shouted it to the whole wing, yeah, and he's just there, just getting all his hair out of his head. He's going, you know where I am. Here I am. If anyone's got a fucking problem, you're just shouting all night. Get up to my fucking cell. Any one of yous, I'll take you all out. All these people who were shouting out the doors to him all night did not say a word to him when the door was opened. They did not say a word to him. Now, as much as I dislike him, I don't like Frenchy, we don't get on. But I'm not going to sit here and use my platform to slag him off in the sense of when he's given me the respect of the other day, the other month. It's like, because what you've got to understand is people come on, me and Frenchy were having beef, right? And then what happened is, people were then recently getting old videos and going, oh, Stephen French is just stuck on Samwalker. He hadn't at all. We were having fucking murder ages ago, and he said about going to fucking some gym or whatever, and he obviously was never going to turn up, right? But regardless of that, that's in the past. But I've got to respect the man to the degree where he turns around and says, do you know what? It's in the past. It is what it is. I just want to forget about it. He said that only a few months ago. So I'm not the type of man to hold on to something and start trying to slaughter him online and using my platform to try and badmouth him. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that type of man. He's a 65-year-old man. He's an old man. He just wants to fucking relax. He just wants to chill. You can't just sit here. I'd be an absolute knobhead if I was going to sit here. But what I can tell you is factual stuff. Factual stuff about what went on. Now, when he ended up in solitary confinement with me in Walton Jail, I got nicked with phones, I'd made the prison officers, I ended up in solitary confinement, and Frenchy ended up coming down. And I will never ever forget it. He refused to bang up. He went to use the phone, and he went, I'm not going behind my door. You're going to have to drag me to my cell. No, I'm looking for the little gap in my door. We're in solitary confinement, banged up 24 hours a day. I'm looking through the flap in my door. I think this is entertainment for me. I'm facing the fucking phone box so I can see it all. Right, and Frenchy's going, I'm not moving. He stands there and puts his fucking hands on his arm, on his shoulders like that, and he goes, I'm not moving. You're going to have to drag me to my cell. Do you know what these prison officers actually done? They didn't use violence against them, but they did a little bit. But like, they had to grab him and pull him to a cell. I never forget a female officer is underneath grabbing his legs, trying to pull him. Yeah, like they all lift him up. About 6 prison officers. He's like 6'5", 6'6". They're like lifting up, like grabbing his legs, and like all like escorting him to a cell. He can confirm this, right? As much as we don't like each other, he'll confirm everything I've just said. But that's what happened. And then I think that's when we must have both went to Preston. Because then we ended up in Preston jail together. But that was when Frenchy was stitched up on a grape. He didn't do it. As much as I dislike him, he did not do that charge. And he showed me the evidence. He showed me the statement. And it turned out she was just after money. And I remember we were in Preston jail together. We were on the same wing, a few cells from each other. We were both on a savoury serving the food. He showed me the court papers, and it turned out it was a lie. The woman had made the lie up about him because she found out he was seeing someone else. And this all come out in court, and the charges were dropped against him before it even got to court. The charges were all dropped. But sorry, before it went to trial, it got dropped. But did she get convicted? No, she didn't. She never got any conviction for that. When she should have, because he was in jail for a grape, which he didn't do. And it's so easy to sit there and go, he's a rapist, he's done it. But as I said, me and Frenchy don't get on. I don't like him, he doesn't like me. But at the same time, so it'd be very easy for me to jump on the back of that and say, yeah, he's a rapist, he just got away with it and all that full bullshit. It would be very easy for me to say that. But that's not the type of man I am. So regardless of mine and his issues, he was innocent of what he done. And yeah, it's mad because it must have hurt him, that. It must have hurt him. But like, as I said, not one person, but it shows how dangerous things can be for someone. How dangerous. Now, she should have got jail for that. She should have genuinely got prison, sent to jail for that. Because you've got to understand it's so dangerous for a man to be in for something like that. Now, here's how you know if a man's innocent of a grape in jail. Because you know if they're guilty, they'll go onto a wing where it's full of rapists. They'll go onto that wing where they know, because there's a protection wing where all the rapists are. Right now, if a man is guilty of grape, the first thing the prison officer says, okay, you're going to go onto this wing with all the other rapists because it's a protection wing. If a man is guilty, he will go there. If a man is innocent, the first thing he will turn around and say is that he is innocent and he is not going on there. Like what Frenchy done. Frenchy literally said, I didn't do it. Zach Mortimer as well, who got stitched up for it, he done exactly the same, and it turned out that he was also innocent. And the evidence come out. That girl's mate, when Zach Mortimer was sent to jail for it on remand, the girl's friends come out saying, no, she stitched him up and she because he kicked her out of the apartment. And then she actually come forward and said that she felt humiliated and that's why she made the lie up. And that's the thing. But for Frenchy, yeah, he was innocent of that. As I said, I could sit here, but there's plenty of rapists in jail who are guilty as fuck. But he actually was stitched up, and he showed me the evidence of that. I'll never forget that, because I remember because that's the first thing I want to do. I want to read the evidence, because I said to him, have you done this? He went, bro, yeah, look at the evidence, lad. And he showed me the evidence, and I read it, and it turned out he was innocent. He genuinely was innocent. But as I said, it takes it away from innocent people. Some girl had blamed 3 other men at of the same day lost the 100%. Look, and the problem is there's some girl up in the north. She's done it to 5 different men. She had 2 of them jailed, and I think she got something like a 10-year sentence for making false allegations. and having men's lives ruined. So it does actually happen. But what the reason why I'm speaking about it, because it's so easy for it to happen. It takes it away from genuine victims. Genuine victims, it takes it away. But you've got to understand, if that ever happens to you, do you know the first thing that you should do? The first thing that you should do if that ever happens to you is turn around and say, I want to find the best lie detectors in the United Kingdom. 3 different ones from 3 different companies. And I want to live stream them doing these lie detector tests. Because if you do one lie detector test, it's 97% correct and 3% wrong. So if you just do one lie detector, people will just say, oh, well, you're in the 3%. But if you do 3 lie detectors, then the odds of you being in the 3% 3 different times, it's not possible, especially if it's from different companies. So if you are an innocent person, go live and do a lie detector. That's all you need to do. And that proves your innocence. The courts can't use that, but that publicly it shows your innocence. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Frenchy got off with that in the end. It got dropped because it turned out to be proper lies. But yeah, it was. But me and Frenchy, he told her, because we were on the servery serving the food. Oh, but me and Frenchy were ruthless, you know. Oh my god. We were ruthless with the food. we were a pair of fat bastards, actually. I'm genuinely not, like, I've not spoken about this with Frenchy, because as I said, me and Frenchy have had issues. So the things that have gone on, we've got so many different stories which have gone on in the past, regardless of putting the negative ones aside, the positive ones. Oh shit, that's what I was going to say. So when Frenchy gave me that, give me a load of weed and other stuff, yeah, in the jail, he come up to me, because I got him a job on the servery in Preston, and he come up to me with a load of stuff, and he went, this is to show my, I can't remember what he said, he used some word, another word to say, show my loyalty, or respect, whatever it was, but he didn't use them words, and he gave me a bag filled with loads of drugs. Now, I didn't use the word appreciation either. It wasn't appreciation he used. It was some other word. It was quite an intelligent word. I don't know what it was, but it was quite intelligent. But putting that aside, he gave me a bag. I opened it up. It was filled with drugs. I'm thinking, yes. Where'd you get that from, lad? Someone just come in with a big parcel full of fucking stuff, lad. He went, I just took it off them for you, lad. He went, to show my loyalty. I think it's like another way of saying loyalty to you. And he gave me a bag filled of fucking drugs, right? What he just robbed off another prisoner who had just come in. Frenchy just gone in and just took it off him. And like, he just seen him like, with it and just went in and just took it off him and just give it to me. So obviously I'll give it to other people to sell on the wing for me, obviously, because that's what I do. That's my graft. This was my wing. I was grafting on the wing. No one else had grafted on this wing. So like, this was our graft. So obviously if someone's coming in, it was an induction wing as well. So people who were coming in were fresh from the outside. So you knew they were coming in with parcels, and most of them were just getting cleared of it if they started grafting on the wing. Because that was our graft back then. We're talking 10 years ago. They were a different person back then. But me and Frenchy were on the servery, and when the food had come over, the what are the things called? Swim in the sea. They swim in the fucking sea. What do you call it? Fish. The fish, what do you call it? And it's got thing around it. A fish. I fucking know what it is. What's it called? You eat them, fish. No, it's a fish. It's fish and chips. But it's got the stuff around it. Batter, yeah, the batter. So the fish, guys, caused me a head injury. There's things that I don't. When you got a head injury, guys, I'm back to how I used to be. However, when there's certain words I've not spoke for the past 6 months, it takes me a second to remember what they are. When I do remember them, I won't forget them again. So fish and chips, and batter. It was the batter, fish and chips. So they come over with them, the staff, and me and Frenchy would stick like 6 down underneath the servery for ourselves, right? And just keep like loads of extras for ourselves. Or like probably about fucking 10 fishes, right? Like between us, or whatever it was. And then like anything extra, and then what would end up happening is like loads of chips and all that sort of shit. What would end up happening is these prisoners would all come free for the food. Whoever was like the last 10 people would end up with like chips, but they'd end up with no pizza. Sorry, no fish. They'd end up with no fish. And then they go, I ordered fish and chips. Yeah, there's not left, lad. It's all gone. And they say to the prison staff, these need the fish and chips. They've got no fish and chips. Sorry, they've got no fish. They've only got chips. The guard say, Sam, we sent 150 fish over for you to serve the whole wing. That's what we sent over. There should be the correct amount left to serve everyone. Yeah, but it mustn't have been counted correctly. You're gonna have to go ring the kitchens and tell them to send more over. Yeah, Frenchy, you counted them with me, lad. How many fish was there? Yeah, there wasn't enough, Sam. No, there wasn't enough. There definitely wasn't enough. And you know how we had to get our fish up to our rooms? You'd have to get them, wrap them in a little bag, and then stick them down your pants. Right? That's literally how you had to do it. Because if the guards, because the staff on the wing knew we were just taking all the fish, right? And if they'd seen us walking back with them, they'd look to see what we were walking back with. So we'd have to wrap them in bags and stick them down our kecks and walk up to the cells with them. It's fucked up what you do in jail. It's fucked up. Yeah, we're talking probably 10 years ago now. That was, I remember that like it was fucking yesterday. But yeah, there's some fucked up stories of that French, you know, like I'm not talking the negative ones. I put negativity behind me. It is what it is. I'm not here to, as I said, Frenchy done a post a few months ago saying he doesn't want drama, he doesn't want any sort, because me and Frenchy did fall out and we hated each other. But I respect the fact that when the trolls were uploading old videos, when we were arguing and all that, they were trying to make out it was new. It wasn't. It's all old news. And French even done a post saying, look, it's in the past. It's I don't want to live my life like that more. The fact he said that, and he's 65, let's have it right, he's a fucking old fella. To me, he'd still be able to fight, 100%, but he just wants to live his life in a better way, and you can only ever respect that. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I won't use my platform to slag him off or to even speak about anything negative. I would never, as I said, I could have been an absolute prick and jumped on the back of the fact he was in for grape, and said, I could have lied and said, he just got away with it, but he didn't. He was genuinely innocent of it, and he got stitched up, which can quite easily happen to anyone, and it was proven he'd got stitched up. Okay, yeah, I'm good, you know, love. I hope you're all right. And let's see what else has said. What? Let's see. Oh, Paul is good. Yeah, I'm good, you know. DJ as well. Hope you're well. And who else? So many people coming in the comments. Of this. All shared the live. Oh, hello, Holly. Hope you're well. Yeah, let's see. You have to be so careful, DJ. Yeah, 100%. No, you got to be. I don't block it for Frenchy. Did you, Matty? It's so easy. As I said, it's people use people for views. Now, think about it logically. I could have come on live and been like, yeah, Frenchy was guilty, he got away with it, blah, 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 making bullshit up. If it was just about views. But that's not how I run my social media. I don't want a life of negativity. As I said, I want to try and just live my life positively now. So the past of whatever arguments me and Frenchy have had are in the past, as he's confirmed. And as I said, I only wish goodness to him in his life. He's 65 or 66. It is what it is. It's in the past, and we have actually got looking back, we have actually got some funny past stories from our years. We've got some bad ones, but we've got some good ones from over the years. The prisoners probably hated the fact that me and Frenchy used to serve the food. They probably hated that because they knew that me and Frenchy were eating all the food. And then, oh my God, you know what I ended up getting to the start of? Because you couldn't, the guards were getting onto it, that we were taking the food. So you always, oh my God, guys, the chicken, oh my God. The chicken, it's always the left leg. I think it's the left leg, what prisoners get. I don't know why that is, but it's always the left leg right across the United Kingdom, what prisoners get. I think it might be the right one actually, whatever it is. Every single prison gets the same leg. I don't know why that works, but they do. So when the chickens were my favourite, guys. The chickens were my favourite. Frenchy loved the fish, but I loved the chicken. So what we had to start doing, because the guards knew that me and Frenchy were like getting the food and sticking it underneath. So what we'd start having to do, because we'd get like the first 20 minutes just to put everything on the sides. When the food would come over, you put like the bread there, you'd put like your the chips, whatever, the chicken. So you'd see the chicken, there'd be like 12 in each thing, what you'd have to pull out the machine and then put on the sides. So what we still started doing was just eating as much as you can before all the prisoners and the prison officers come down. We'd just sit there and just eat as much as we could, right? And then the guards would come round. The guards had just counted this food. They know what's there. These guards are not stupid, right? And they're like, when the guards would come round, we ate as much as we could, so we're bloated. We know we're going to spend the next 45 minutes serving all these prisoners their food. We know that the last people are not going to get no chicken because we've ate it. I'm like, just eat as much as you can, lad. You'd see Frenchy goes, eat the chips. Don't go for the chips, lad. What are you eating the chips for, lad? There's loads of them. Just focus on the main things, lad, like the fucking chicken. Because there's not much of this, lad. This is the good stuff, lad. Don't be going for the fucking chips. Fill yourself up on the chips. Fill yourself up on the chicken, lad. Eat about 6 fucking chicken burgers. And then the guards would come round and go to and it would happen every single day. It used to happen. It gets to the last. The prison officers would be watching, you know. The prison officers would start watching. They'd be stood there at the end of the ceremony watching to make sure you're not taking any of the food. And it would happen every single day where the last 10 people or 20 people were not getting their chicken or fish or whatever it was they were getting. They weren't getting it. And the guards would know what was coming, because you'd look at the guards and go, we've ran out of fish we've ran out of fish or whatever, chicken, whatever it was. The guards would look. I go, you couldn't have run out, Sam. What do you mean we couldn't have run out? You've been watching us. We've only been giving prisoners 1 meal each. Because normally the lads come down, you'll secretly just give them like an extra meal. That's normally what you do. If your mates come down, you give them an extra meal just so they can eat a bit more. The guard's like, I said, have you seen me give anyone any fish? No. So therefore, you know that this has been down. You need to ring the place, the kitchens, and get more chickens down here or more fish, whatever it was. The guards would be fuming because they would have to ring the kitchens and say, we've run out of fish. And the kitchens would go, how have you run out of fish? We counted them. You said there was 150 prisoners. We sent 155 chickens, for example, because we sent 5 extras in case anyone new come in. So how have you run out of chicken? And in the end, I'd be like that to the guards. Look, search behind here, the hot plot. You will not find any. They're just not doing the job properly. They knew it was us, and I think that's why they stitched me up on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, well, it was the security actually. I was fucking devastated. They come in and took my phone on Christmas Eve and put me in solitary confinement. I was devastated. It was Christmas Eve. Yeah. I was fucking gutted. We had a good